Alright, hello Trick Theorists. So, welcome to a new segment that we're doing called Talkin' Tricks Roasts.
Yep.
Right.
Similar to our Talkin' Tricks Dissects series, we're going to be looking at online content regarding tricking media, and we're just gonna roast the shit out of it.
Especially if it's trick theory related. That's really the main thing we're trying to hit. We're probably going to dissect some things that aren't trick theory related, but like this idea first started with Club 540, and we're going to hit on Club 540. But when I was doing research, I stumbled upon the Wikipedia tricking page.
And it's as cursed as you could imagine.
I thought it wasn't going to be that bad. I thought it was just... I mean, don't get me wrong. I didn't think it was going to be amazing, but I thought it was going to have some bare-bones description, and, like, that's it. This shit has a whole ass Trictionary in it. Alright?
And we're going to destroy it.
Yeah, we're going to literally... It's actually really cursed. So, get ready. I don't think a lot of you guys know that this exists. I mean, I didn't know this existed. I mean, I knew the Wikipedia page existed, but, like, I didn't think of it as a trick resource.
No, exactly. I knew that there was, like, a general overview of what tricking is. Like, a basic Trictionary is kind of, is roastable. It's roastable.
Very roastable. And so, like, I've only looked at the Trictionary part. I'm gonna also kind of, like, bare bones read through, like, this kind of description. So, I mean, I guess we could just start.
Tricking is a training discipline that combines kicks with flips and twists from martial arts and gymnastics, as well as many dance moves and styles incorporating breakdancing.
Okay. It's not too bad so far.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like the generic description of tricking.
Yeah, I feel like, okay, so this is the description of tricking I would always hear from, like, a tricking document. Like, what was the big one from Flipping the Script, I think?
Flipping the Script.
But, like, that's kind of like how everyone would talk about it, but they'd be like, oh, but it's something different. It's that, but it's more.
It's an artistic blend of movement sports. Okay, bro.
And, like, I mean, to a degree that's true, but, like, my biggest problem with describing tricking like this is, like, it definitely has elements that exist on its own. Like, swings are not from martial arts, they're not from gymnastics, they're not from breakdancing. They're kind of a tricking unique thing.
Kind of from capoeira, but...
I think capoeira is actually the closest thing we have to tricking, probably the closest thing to the roots of tricking. And, like, I feel like that honestly doesn't get a lot of... Like, I understand that it's under the martial arts...
umbrella,
like,
but
like,
it doesn't hit as much as it should.
Yeah, exactly. I definitely think they deserve a little bit more respect in that regard. And, like, a lot of the tricks like Rise and shit are from capoeira.
Rise and Cork.
Yeah, I didn't know Cork was from capoeira. That's pretty
I'm almost certain it is.
Beyond that, though, there's still things that are, like, completely unique to tricking, and you can't really describe tricking by just saying it's a mix of all these things.
Because that's actually very vague and ambiguous as to what that really means.
What kind of mix? To what degree? And, like, I get that that's just... I think they did the best job they could. Like, I don't think there's a better thing they could have done.
I would have read the same shit, probably.
Yeah, exactly. So, because that's what I tell people, like, whenever they ask me what tricking is, I'm like, it's like gymnastics and martial arts, dude.
Yeah, honestly, tricking is one of those things that you have to really experience.
Yeah.
And, like you said, witness it, and then... you can form your own opinions based off that. Like, I mean, I can describe it to you all day and night, but that won't do it justice until you actually watch tricking.
Exactly. I think that's pretty cool about it. I can't just say a bunch of words and the picture comes to your head.
You have to, really do have to see it.
And you know it when you see it. Even muggles, like, they call what we do parkour sometimes, but I'm sure if they, like, saw at least a little bit of tricking, a little bit of martial arts, a little bit of gymnastics, they could see tricking and be like, that's tricking. Without necessarily... But yeah, and sometimes when I'm with my patients and they ask me about it, sometimes I'll just tell them I do gymnastics if I'm not feeling, like, really going into it.
Yeah, right, like, it's just gymnastics.
Yeah, I get that it's not a great thing, but...
it is actually cursed, and I hate you for it.
So, tricking practitioners are commonly referred to as trickers. I'm glad they changed it from tricksters.
Tricksters is, like, super dated, early 2000s, late 90s. No one was called a trickster ever, in my experience.
Yeah, examples of tricking techniques include 540 kick, corkscrew, whatever. Okay.
Those are just generic.
Oh, here's a tricker performing a flash kick, dude.
As if I never saw one of those in my life.
Okay, so I actually want to know the history. A tendency to exhibit techniques that are more flashy and complex was observed in martial arts during the period following the 1960s. That's pretty early. I think what they're talking about here is like XMA type shit.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like a lot of what Steve Tirado was doing in the early to late 90s was like he was incorporating flash kicks, X outs, backflips, mostly backflips and pulls and stuff. Really basic gymnastic stuff into his accent.
That is kind of how it started. Predating the current tricking movement, especially in Taekwondo and increasingly increasing emphasis on spectacular spinning, jumping, or flying kicks developed during the mid-1960s with the introduction of international competitions. I feel like, so I came from a Taekwondo background, is something I've experienced firsthand, is like, I used to compete in like the demo team, and we would like not necessarily do kicks and stuff like that for like power or for like form or anything like that. It's more for like stylistic points, and it's like what's the most flashy, what's the coolest thing. Like we were doing 540s and shit. My master could do like cheat 7 triple. Like I could never dream of doing that. Like it was really cool. He like broke boards with it.
Is that Fei Long swipe knife?
Fei Long knife.
Yeah, Fei Long knife with vert. Okay.
Yeah,
that's hot. That's hot.
It's really cool. So
that's fresh today. I mean,
yeah, just from across the globe, blah blah blah. Okay, I don't really care.
A lot of this is actually stuff that we would miss because we were kind of like in a different wave of tricking. I would say like this is like the early XMA wave where it kind of developed into becoming tricking. But a lot of what they're talking about is like the formation of tricking, like the tricking community, websites like Belang, Trick Tutorials.
Yeah, I was not around for that.
No, I was on for like the later after. I never went on Belang.com or whatever, but like I was definitely on Trick Tutorials and like the older websites.
I remember trying to find trickers near me on Club 540 because that was a feature.
That was it. Yeah. Well,
they had...
it's funny though.
Yeah.
Jeremy Price found Camp. Camp is one of the like founders of our local trick community.
Mobile Slayers.
Yeah, Mobile Slayers. He found Camp through Club 540.
Yeah. Damn. All right. Well, we got to give props to Club 540.
Yeah. I mean, seriously. Like, as roastable as it is, like, I mean, we have its thing for bringing us to Jeremy Price.
Wikipedia page does not do that.
No.
So
Wikipedia page is gross. Okay, let me get this. Unlike many established sports, tricking has no formal rules or regulations. That's kind of true. I mean, you can't touch hands or knees or ball.
There's meta rules, as we'll like talk in an episode about.
And there are no governing bodies that regulate the sport. This is pretty true. I think that's one of the beautiful things about tricking is it's largely community driven, and there are some downsides that we've expressed in the Jeremy episode. But Adrenaline
is trying to do something like that, but I think they're failing spectacularly. Like I don't think they're doing a really good job of like standardizing tricking, and this is the tricking like NFL type thing, the league. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I don't think anyone really buys into it. Like, don't get me wrong, a lot of people will watch the battles, but no one really buys into like, haha, this is the official ruling.
Oh, this is the world champ according to Adrenaline. Like, okay, whatever that means.
Exactly.
So strictly speaking, participants are free to perform any kind of dramatic maneuver and call it a trick. This is somewhat true.
I'd agree with that assessment.
Some variations would be considered dramatic maneuvers, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of. I wouldn't call it that.
Yeah, dramatic maneuver.
I'm gonna skip the rest of that garbage. However, triggers can be divided into different categories of style. Some preferring mainly martial arts. Oh, they're talking about kickbox versus Swiss bots.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, so there's Swiss bots and there's kickbox. That summarizes that paragraph.
I mean, it does hit on a solid dichotomy that happens in tricking, which I feel like doesn't exist as much anymore.
It's definitely a relic of an older time.
Yeah, because I feel like every time I see a tricker, most of them are pretty well rounded. Like, they have good kicks, they have good twists.
At least the basic kick.
It's funny because I still see on the tricking page people posting like, haha, kickers nowadays compared to kickers before. Right. And it's like, oh, like, it was so much better back in the past. I'm like, I don't know if that's true because, I don't know, Shosei's doing like 9 gyro like nothing.
Yeah,
so
I mean...
I don't know, you can fuck off.
Yeah, seriously. It's pretty ridiculous. I mean, it's just the natural evolution to include more rotations in your
you just sound like an old man if you're like a kickbot, honestly. That's why I have a bigger problem with kickbots than Swiss bots. You just sound like you're grasping
there's like a level of like almost what is it?
Denial.
It's arrogance.
Oh, okay,
it's like the hard, rigorous kick versus the like the easy twist training.
Yeah, you could do kicks all day, and actually, I wouldn't fight you at all. Just don't be a dick about it.
I love kicks.
You too.
As someone who has no martial arts background too, I love kick.
Your kicks are very solid for someone who doesn't have a.
Sure, I want to kiss you on the cheek.
Oh, brother. You know what? Let's get to the good stuff.
The good stuff.
All right. So
what people are really here for.
What are the tricking techniques? So
morning wake up tricks. Stopping right here.
I can morning wake up dub if I wanted to.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I think this is all relative. Right off the bat, this is an... I want to know what in here is listed as a morning wake up.
Okay, well, let's go through all the categories. So if it's an N, it's a novice trick. If it's a B, it's a beginner trick. Intermediate, advanced, expert, and then E+ is even more expert.
Okay, even more.
I like the Club 540 what the fuck tricks.
Really quick, before we get started, I'm gonna do a quick cheat. I need to
You're gonna search up the M's?
I am.
Control F.
Control F here. I want to know. Okay, cartwheel.
Okay.
J-step, round.
Okay, J-step like dry swing? Like
yeah, I think that's it. Just the J-step skill itself. Hold on. Oh, that's it. So there's only 4 references of morning wake-up tricks.
And they're all quote-unquote transitions. We will get to this part.
Yeah,
Don't ignore this.
Look, Talking Tricks listeners already have identified multiple problems with just that.
So, alright, so right off the bat, I kind of have a problem with how they split this up. So they split it through difficulty. So they say novice, beginner, intermediate. I think that's a difficult way to split up tricks, because it's very subjective, and also you're going to have overlaps, blah blah.
Well, what's harder? Is double B twist harder than B twist shuriken Fei Long swipe knife? I mean, who's to say?
They do it to a degree here, but I would order it based off base trick. You know what I mean? It's like this is your base takeoff, and then there's different ways to do it.
No, I think that's definitely how we would approach it if we were to present our Trictionary, which we probably will on the TalkingTricks.com website. Yeah, stay tuned.
They do a good job of like, okay, we have aerial type tricks and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, I would put aerial twist in here too. They do have aerial twist. Sweet.
Hyper swipe.
Okay, hyper swipe is another
my favorite trick is present in the Trictionary. I have no problems.
Yeah, well, okay, I guess this is solid.
And it's listed as an advanced trick. I don't know so much about that. I would call that intermediary, if anything.
Yeah, and here's the thing is, they have novice tricks here, but then they include advanced tricks here.
Reverse hyper swipe. I don't even know what.
Okay, I need to search with this up. Reverse hyper. Oh God. Oh, dude, who's that? Okay. Results weren't great. Trickster walks, runs, hops backwards, swings off the non-takeoff leg behind them. So it's just jumping backwards into it.
This is loser A-twist swipe.
Oh, so hyper swipe, I already have a problem with that name because like it's just very ambiguous. Like I would just say
no. We already know what's wrong with hyper swipe.
A-twist swipe.
A-twist hyper hook.
Yeah, touchdown aerial twist. I don't have a problem with some of these. Okay, this is an advanced plus, but then triple A-twist is also advanced plus.
Yeah. Well, okay. So like here's the thing. Like double A-twist is like definitely harder for some people than double quirk.
Yeah.
You know, at least for me.
I think for most people that's the case.
Mm-hmm. Triple aerial twist is, I mean, significantly harder than all.
Yeah.
Triple quirk, I don't think I'd categorize them in the same. You know, A twist, D leg twist.
They're on the same level about.
This is E, and then double A twist is E plus, and then triple A twist is like WTF.
Yeah, like if you're making a Trictionary, the very least you could do is that if there's a clear this one's harder than the other, at least put them in different categories.
Triple A twist is definitely WTF worthy, by the way.
Yeah.
How many legitimate triple A twists have you seen?
Legitimate. Dennis Franco, Haruki,
and Shurasek.
Yeah, we can get into the debatable ones
if you want to talk about it, but. That's
that's a Talking Tricks episode. But butterfly kick is a novice trick, but butterfly twist is a beginner trick. Okay, B twist round, B twist D leg.
Intermediate.
Yeah, I don't know if I would put that as intermediate. I feel like it'd almost be with B twist round.
Yeah, it's pretty up there with B twist round.
D double leg hook. Advanced.
See, that's the thing is just grouping these by. It's by difficulty instead of by base trick, and you can. I mean, like the thing is, if you do it by base trick, there's a clear progression through the tricks. You know, like you can see it. Like it's visually demonstrable. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you can see the tricks becoming like harder.
Yeah, I agree. So I want to highlight this. Do you know what Spiral Knuckle is?
No.
It's Sailor Moon, but with B twist. I want to say. I'm gonna confirm.
Oh, so like a touch-up B twist.
Let me put Club 540 because I know it's on Club 540.
Well, you look it up. I'm gonna pee.
Oh gosh. So Spiral Knuckle is not what I was saying.
Looks A-twist style, like cart. Yeah. Like a twist into a cartwheel.
Yeah, I think it's like touch. I don't know if Sesh meant to touch his foot down at the same time. I kind of feel like he meant to land on his hands. Well, the main reason I bring up Spiral Knuckle though is that early days of tricking had the issue where they like exclusively named a lot of different variations. Yeah. Like every new variation that came out, it gave him a new trick. It wasn't base trick plus variation. It was just this is a new trick, period.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so it had this issue where we had so many, like, we have, like, X-Wing, and we have Spiral Knuckle, and we have, like, all these weird names for tricks that are, like, what the fuck is happening? And it's really hard.
And they're actually, and you can kind of tell, because they're, like, really old school names. Too.
Yeah,
like,
TIE Fighter.
Yeah,
like,
tricks are, like, you're like, huh? Triggers used to have this problem where they used to name things just arbitrarily, like, oh, this is that, even though it's this with this instead, but...
And don't get me wrong, it's really cool, because, like, for example, Horwang has a lot of, like, I guess, cultural, like, capital, you know, with it. Is like, it's really cool. It's like, you just did Horwang, and it has this name, or, like, Snatch Cannon, it has this name. And, like, I do think that has a place in tricking, but when you're doing really weird, like, stuff that no one's ever gonna do, and you name it a specific thing, then it becomes really confusing. No one's gonna know the trick.
No one's gonna do the trick.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's like it's a lot to keep up with. I mean, I don't know. I'm not too heavy in the skateboard world, but I feel like that happens a lot in the skateboarding world, where they just like name stuff for really specific things.
Monkey Nuts 360.
Literally shit like that.
Yeah. I love the just double B twist hyper, double B twist hyper hook. Double B twist round are all just in the same category. I mean, hyper hook is like leagues harder than hyper.
Yeah, like
B twist snapu might actually be E+, but triple B twist would be an obvious...
way more.
Yeah,
B twist snapu should be snapu, not snapu swipe. Pop! Oof. There's a lot going on.
I feel like a lot of this stuff is like actually TKT shit.
Well, Pop... Okay, so Pop is all the frontside kicks, right? I literally don't know...
I think...
Pop 540 double gyro? Why did they... They just skipped gyro. And added double gyro.
They literally did! Top 540 gyro wasn't a thing.
Yeah, fuck gyro.
But top 540...
Goes straight from novice to, like, E. Okay, but, so my main problem with this is that it goes down here, and then all of a sudden you're doing pop swipes. Pop is no longer just a category of tricks. Pop is just a way to get into a trick now.
It would be frontside side swipe.
Backside. Stuff here, I mean, it's not too bad. It's pretty tame. It's backside 900.
Yeah, this is all pretty
backside
normal.
10.
I mean, the only thing we could really roast here is probably, like, the ratings and stuff.
Yeah, the ratings, and also the fact, like, it still trips me up that they put it in novice tricks, but then
backside
they go...
720 double leg twist? What is that? What is backside 720 double leg twist? What actually is that?
I actually have no idea. Backside 7... So I don't even know what they mean by that, because double leg infers inversion, but backside infers non-inversion. So yeah. I don't know if you're getting inverted at some point.
I mean, is that like para 9?
It's just weird that it's novice tricks, and then they decide to list every single trick in backside all the way to like advanced. So also they should add backside 16.
And then becomes its own category. And
yeah. Okay, base tricks. So they have butterfly kick, aerial. They're on the right track, whatever. And now Fei Long is its own base trick. I don't know what type of hyper Fei Long you're doing. I don't know if you're doing that from swing kicks. I don't know if you're doing it inverted. I don't know if you're doing it from cheap.
Hyper Fei Long what?
But backflip, whatever, backflip layout. Flash kicks have a quintuple flash kicks.
So full disclosure, when I was first starting tricking, I used to thought the measure of your skill in tricking was determined by how many flash kicks you could perform in a single flip.
No, that's true. That's actually a true fact.
True to this day. I still can't quintuple flash kick, so...
Cool.
I want to see the triple flash full if that's the case. It sounds pretty dope. Flash triple full though would also be pretty hype.
I've seen people do that. I've just never seen someone do 3 kicks and then full.
That would be cursed.
I got over. Oh, look, our favorite trick.
Donut Boy! Yes! It's got its own category.
Mm-hmm.
Not even outside of double leg, too. It's not a double leg variation, it's its own thing.
It is its own thing. Oh god, double leg. Okay, so at least, I think here, what they're getting at with the double leg variations is that base trick pop double leg. And I like that they put it after Brandy and Barani, because it's
Those are
related.
both front side, yeah.
It is related.
Okay, Donut Boy Hyper Hook, though, is like... literally not the hardest variation. Frank and I have both done Donut Boy Gyro and double Donut Boy, so...
Okay, so back full is a really interesting one. So we have back fulls here, which... Cool, like, I guess that's a good base trick. I would call the base trick backflip.
Base trick is flash... I mean, is backflip, but then flash full...
is under...
I mean...
So this is why it needs a more systematic way. That's why how I would do this is base trick. Fulls, right? And then I can add the variations on there, right? I can add if I want to do the flash full, if I want to do the triple flash full, whatever, under the category of full. But they can't...
How many slices of cheese would you like with that, sir? Triple? Okay.
What is that? Is that from SpongeBob?
I don't know. Just...
Okay, nice. It gets really interesting after full round because, as you can see, they got tactful here. So,
and as we've already discussed, that is not a real trick.
A, it doesn't exist. B, even if it did exist, I would not put it under back fulls, because full, by definition, takes off 2 feet. Do you need a drink?
Exists.
Yeah.
Yeah, so tactful doesn't exist.
So, yeah, tactful is under here. So, even if it was its own trick, I would not put it under back full, because, like I said, by definition, it takes off 2 feet. Tack dub is E+. I'd probably agree with that.
Tack dub hyperhook and tack triple full. I mean, that's the thing.
They
like,
keep having this issue. They put
Yeah.
dubs and trips in the same category. We could have easily done that with corkscrew, because corkscrew is also kind of like a full, but not really. So it's like...
In fact, corkscrew is closer to full than than wrap is to full.
Yeah, no, I agree. Tack or wrap. Because really, tack and wrap are the same thing.
Yeah, those are. I didn't mean tack. You know what I mean. Tack doesn't exist.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's fundamentally flawed right there.
Iron Man is A? Bro, I cannot Iron Man whatsoever.
It's really hard.
That's an advanced trick. That is actually an advanced trick I cannot do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wish I could Iron Man full.
It looks dope. I don't know. Like,
I want to be like...
dude, did you see Carl Moorhead? Carl Moorhead did, like, Gainer, Iron Man, full, D-leg out.
Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Speaking of my Iron Man, I've got 11K buckets of sand collected.
Any RuneScape players out there?
Yeah, dude. I'm 1/3 of the way to my 35,000 bucket of sand goal. So
I'm proud of you, dude.
thanks.
That's awesome.
I can't believe I said this on air.
I mean, they got a good amount of variations. They got full shuriken twist round. That's pretty, like, that's very niche. But the thing is, it's under full D-like twist.
Full shuriken twist round. That's like a broken up fade long with a twist.
It is. If we were to make a Trictionary, what I would love to do, which I'm not sure if it's possible, is have the 4 components of a trick, right, that we talked about in our first episode, and mix and match them.
Yeah.
And then that way you can come up with any trick you want, and then see an example video. So it's like, I picked the H-twist takeoff with inversion, I picked the shuriken twist variation, and a hyper landing.
Yeah.
And then I could see a video of that. And, like, obviously there's, like, a lot of different permutations, and we might not have videos for all of them. But, like, that's kind of how I would...
And, like,
because I can't make an exhaustive list of
If we
everything.
didn't have a video of it, we'd be like, the result would be like, go out and do this trick first.
Dude, actually, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Bro, alright. We gotta do that. We gotta do that. Okay, so under full D-like twist, we have shurikens. And this is also a relic from the past. A lot of people would consider shurikens to be a D-leg with the one leg. Like, I remember that being, like, the common rhetoric. It's true to an extent, but I think it's very flawed to put it in the same category as D-leg. Like,
Okay.
it's just...
I consider it to be where Dragonfly is early rounds, Shuriken is early hyperhook.
Yeah, well, they didn't fuck it up here. So, see, now triple full is E, and then quad full is E+. So,
Triple
like...
full hyper. Can you imagine people doing triple full hyper?
I mean, people have done it.
I know. Yeah.
And
Actually,
triple
you know,
full.
that is, you know, some credit to the Trictionary on
Listen.
the the Wikipedia page.
Credit where credit's due. Oh, look at this! They say double full snapu, and they say full snapu twist, which is both, like, what I would call it. So, this would be 2 twists, 2 twists, swipe, gyro, and this would be twist, swipe, double gyro.
Yeah. No, I agree. That's exactly how I would name it too. Maybe drop the swipe and snappy swipe. But
Well, clearly. We don't...
yeah,
we
that's
don't.
a relic of another time. Backflip in stall out is called a Coca-Cola.
I don't like that.
What?
I actually don't like that.
That sounds like a marketing campaign.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like big business getting into tricking like that. Big Coca-Cola.
Big Coca-Cola.
What happens if you fill a car up with a Coca-Cola? This is what they wanted you to do. What happens?
This is an ad. This is a
Oh
targeted
god.
ad.
Cheat and degrees. And it starts with cheat 7.
Is there not? I mean, 540 is abbreviated cheat 540, right?
But I would probably start with cheat tornado. Because tornado kick is a cheat
Yeah.
kick. Like, why did they start out at 720?
Cheat 7 is most certainly not a beginner kick.
Yeah, not only that, but also this is not conducive for people starting tricking. It's like they come here and they're like, the first kick in cheat kicks is 720? I have to do 720 degrees to do the beginner trick?
Right.
And it's like, it's wrong on 2 counts. It's not 720 degrees, and also it's misleading. It's like, I don't know. I don't
It's
like
hard.
that.
And then it goes to cheat 720 twist, which is inverted.
Okay.
And then these are on the same level, which I don't know if I agree
and
with.
to add to that, so I think cheat 720 twist is a really shitty name for rise twist, whatever that
Yeah.
is, because
Just call it rise twist.
yeah, because fundamentally it's not even close to being a cheat kick.
The only thing that's close is the cheat setup used for standing.
They put Gumby's the main one, and they put Rise under Gumby. No.
Gumby is a variation of Rise and not vice versa.
Yeah.
Triggers.
Yeah. Also, Rise Twist is here, but Cheat 720 Twist is here.
Cheat. Okay, here you're gonna like this. Cheat 9 to tack 9.
Just instantly. So tack full and tack 9 are different tricks. The tack full round is essentially tack 9. I don't know why.
No, wait. Is tack full round really on here somewhere?
Oh
Please.
gosh, I would. No, it's not. Oh, they actually added Cheat 16. I don't know how recently this was modified,
But not enough to add backside? You got cheat, but not backside? Like, if any kick's gonna be done first, it's backside. Like, I mean, like, how are you gonna put cheat in here? Tiki did that, like, 2020, bro. What do you mean?
Yeah, exactly. Alright, Crowd Awakener. I love that Crowd Awakener is a separate thing, too. It's just a variation.
It's literally, it's tornado split kick. I mean, that's it. Put it up there.
Put it in the cheat end.
Please put it in the cheat end before 720.
I hate that Shuriken Twist and Illusion Twist kick are here, but then, like, they have B-Twist stuff here. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, these are just variations. Actually, I have a theory about Illusion Kick. I think it's the vert version of B-Twist.
Oh, yeah?
Like,
I'm done to accept that.
Of, like, Shuriken B-Twist.
Okay.
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because I'm like, what is the difference between Shuriken B-Twist and Illusion Twist?
Illusion Twist
Absolutely
is really,
nothing.
Yeah. This.
Yeah.
Right here.
So that's the illusion, is that.
Yeah, literally. So we got gainers. Let's see the gainers. So gainer flash.
Double gainer is E+. Kill yourself. Along with yeah. So if you can double gainer, it's within the realm of possibility that you could. I mean, if you can gainer double full, it's within the realm of possibility you can double gainer.
If you double cork, it's the same thing.
Yeah, just get good. I mean,
yeah. But Gumby has Sailor Moon,
Sailor Moon knife, swipe, twist, Bergen twist.
It's
Is that touch up double twist?
It's Cheat 720 twist.
Yeah, touch up 720. Okay, this is obviously like a derailment from like our literal video recording.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Touchdown 720 twist, right? That would happen obviously at the end of the second twist, so like before the complete landing. But touchdown rise twist, or like I think touchdown rise twist is actually the most accurate way to describe that. The touchdown occurs at the end of the first twist, so like
it's like cart twist or something.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly that.
Yeah,
and it's like I'm gay.
Yeah, it's all like literally.
Okay, wait. What is Shuriken Hyperhook? Okay, that is a variation, a compound variation of assumed B twist, but the Shuriken Hyperhook can go on any trick.
Oh, true. Yeah, Shuriken Hyperhook is the variation, so I could cork Shuriken Hyperhook. Most people would call that Shuriken Cutter, but because that's the colloquial name.
Now, okay, Spider Twist though.
It's his own thing. This is actually a Rise family trick.
Yeah, and that's fresh.
Yeah,
I've never
fresh.
seen someone do like. So wait, would you say Spider's like horizontal rise? Maybe
it might be the vert version. I'm trying to think of what it would be.
No, it can't be vert. It's inverted.
Maybe it is rap. I need to think about that more because Spider's a weird one. I mean, there's always weird tricks like this.
Spider's rap B kick, I think.
Moving on. So we got all these base tricks. We got cheat N degrees. Yeah. We got whatever.
And then we got the swing throughs.
Swing through 360 hyper. Not just swing through kicks. Swing 360 hyper.
Is the base of that.
That's the base.
That is swing 3 fail. Or swing hyper 3.
Let's go to... Oh gosh, we still have... Okay.
Intermediate tricks.
Intermediate. We finally got to cork. So cork...
Okay, I would argue cork is an intermediary trick.
Okay, if it's an intermediate trick, I'd put B-twist here too. Because B-twist and cork are like on the same level for me. Personally.
Okay. Personally, I don't put them on the same level. Here's my controversial opinion on single twists. All single twists are rated the same. B-twist, cork.
I would do that.
B-twist, cork, A-twist, wrap, Lotus, GM.
I think...
Grok.
Yes.
All of them.
I think that's...
The short complete stance.
Right.
So, like, short complete already has this, like, pre-existing level of difficulty, like, stacked on top of it.
Right.
But ignoring that...
Yeah.
Like, ignoring that, like... preconceived, like if all landing stances were easy to get to, and
yeah,
they technically kind of are.
Mm-hmm.
It's just we don't know how yet.
Yeah.
It's like they're all the same.
Yeah. Right? Okay, got it. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like it's all single twists.
It flows from that, and then you can kind of like logically progress.
Right.
Know? So but we got double corkscrew as an expert trick. Double corkscrew round is on the same level. Hyper is pretty hard in my opinion.
Yeah.
But is it on the same level as triple? Probably not. Quad cork is definitely not on the same level as triple, without a doubt.
No, that would definitely be a what the fuck trick.
Yeah, I also don't like that they say corkscrew for everything. Like, it just seems, it's so weird to look at now.
So, yeah, like, it's just
Corkscrew. Triple corkscrew. Hyper corkscrew.
Shuriken corkscrew. Shuriken corkscrew Phaelong. What?
Shuriken. That's one of the biggest things that bothers me about tricking is the overcomplication of names. Like, people purposely say more things than they have to.
Or invent new terms for already existing terminology.
Yeah.
And Vergato, not a Gumby variation or Rise variation, just
Wait,
its own
where are
trick.
you looking at that?
Just looking at it over here.
Oh god, really not.
See, this is what's the matter with it. Because you can Dragonfly all twists, get good.
I can't with this shit, actually. Cork, Shuriken, Hyperhook, that's Shuriken Cutter. Shuriken, Jackknife, whatever. Iron Man Cork, I've never seen someone do that. I'm sure it's been done, but...
That's hot.
It's like doing a swing 9 and then flipping at the end.
Yeah, that's hot.
I want that. Cork Swipe, Cork whatever, Dragonfly Cork. See, Dragonfly Corkscrew's here, so this has to be the B-Twist variation. Why was that put there?
Why? I mean, but, like, you understand, like, those are the same, those are both valid.
Did you know that Rodeo, Cork Gyro, and Cork and Back Out are the same level?
Oh, no, did you know that an advanced trick is Box Cutter and Shuriken Box Cutter? True.
Wait, so they spelled Shuriken wrong, but on top of that, Shuriken Box Cutter is not Sheep Shearer. Sheep Shearer is double box
Oh my
cutter.
god, I can't believe I just read that. I can't believe I just read that. Who's calling Shuriken Cutter Sheep Shearer? Who?
For those who don't know, Sheep Shearer is a double box cutter, which means
Double
cork.
twist, hyperhook.
Yeah, exactly.
So that there's no confusion. It is not Shuriken hyperhook. It is double twist, hyperhook.
Dude, look at how, like, exhaustive
I know, they really
trick-
try. Like, someone literally spent hours typing this up.
Yeah, but look how exhaustive this list is, and then look at this one.
They just gave up. They were
Like,
like,
they're like,
I already named all the other
fucking-
stuff. See, this is actually the problem with labeling things by difficulty is that, like, you get to, like, other stuff, and you're like, well, how do I label it? Whatever.
I already hit on Cork and Back Out,
Right.
like, in intermediate tricks. GMS, oh, they have GM Twist and GM Snapu. I like that they separated.
I do too. I appreciate whoever made this, whoever edited this article to differentiate, because those are two different things.
Yes. Another funny thing here, so they have Whack Knife, Under Jackknife, and stuff like that, but they have Hyper Jackknife, which is really Mega Jackknife.
Yeah.
And then they got Jack 9, which is
Cheat 9 triple, right?
I'd probably call it that.
That's what I'm assuming they mean.
Yeah.
Paraknife is actually Switchblade.
Yeah.
So wait, hold on.
Yeah.
So
that's on the
guys,
same level as Snatch Kid.
and double box cutter. Anyway,
Shout out to our boy.
I will say Croc is most certainly harder than box cutter. And wait, hold on. Sheep Shearer is here, and then double box cutter is here. There was a deliberate mistake. There was a deliberate misunderstanding, and not only that, a deliberate misspelling.
Shuriken.
You can't make this up, guys. Only the Tricking Wikipedia page.
Alright, expert tricks. We start with 720.
Hold on. No, we're skipping 720 and jumping straight to bullet flip being harder than Croc. I don't even know what bullet flip is.
I think
bullet flip doesn't matter compared to Croc. I promise you right now.
I think bullet flip
It's
is
just
like a
like-
gainer side flip pike.
It's actually Lotus D-like, I think.
I think you're right, actually. So first of all, in expert tricks, we have 720, which I don't know what that means. I legitimately...
This is so vague.
I've been tricking for 9 years, almost 10 years. Or what 720?
Well,
Like,
how about 720 D-leg hook? Does that help clear your answer at all? Because for me, it means nothing at all.
So
a single leg hook? What is this? A shuriken cutter?
Are you
20
popping?
shuriken
Are
cutter?
you swinging? What are you doing? What is 720 Phaelong Cross? I don't even know.
Please Google it.
Alright. Phaelong Cross, okay.
Okay.
Let's see.
But this
if he
isn't
swings, I swear to God.
It's only gonna be Shaolin Cross.
Love you, Sesh, by the way. No.
I actually a little disrespect for Session.
I got a little bit of beef with him, but not a lot. Okay, so that's just Phaelong.
So pop Phaelong.
It's really 9 Phaelong.
So yeah, it's pop 9.
Yeah.
Or frontside 9 Phaelong is more accurate.
Phaelong, but instead you come here, you're doing a crescent the first time, and then doing another crescent over the top. What's going to do, you're going to come here.
So Sesh is now describing a differentiation between types of kicks
Yeah.
in the variation.
which I kind of disagree with.
And Frank and I, we both think that's bullshit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and close the tab. Oh.
I want to see what he does. I definitely disagree. I think that whether you're crescenting or you're hooking
or rounding versus crescenting, it is the same movement.
Yeah, exactly. So let me see you do it. Oh, he's just describing what it could potentially be.
Yeah, pop. So this is a pop 9 variation.
Yeah, pop 9s, which
pop 9.
I guess is it using? It's not using TKT, is it? No, because it's front side. And front side 7s,
what is pop 9 twist? What is pop 7 twist? That is pop 720 twist, or pop double leg twist. So that would be, and what would that be? Envergado. Double twist? Envergado twist?
I don't... Just fuck off. I don't know.
Exactly. It's Envergado
I don't
twist.
care.
It's Envergado
Double
twist.
snapper swipe.
Pop Envergado twist.
We got double snapper swipe here. What? What is that? What is that? A swipe, gyro, swipe, gyro? That's what I would say it is.
Yep, that's what I see. Swipe, gyro, swipe, gyro, yep.
Earlier, they talked about snapoos.
Right, they had perfectly fine terminology.
Yeah, and they said that, I think, snapu gyro, or snapu twist.
Yep.
Yeah, they said snapu twist, and now they're saying double snapu, which is, some people would call snapu twist double snapu. I disagree with that. Suicide snapu? What is that?
It's just a fully inverted snapu.
Oh, okay, you're right. Even more expert tricks.
I literally have 4 empty cells behind this laptop right now.
So, okay, I'm really confused about even more expert tricks because it was a difficulty categorization up here, but now it just seems like these are expert tricks, and now these are just more of them.
Right. Well, what's confusing to me is that we had already established cheat 1080 twist or Cali roll to be expert level, but even more expert now is graham cracker.
Oh, you're not wrong.
Sure, the only 2 even more expert tricks that a trigger could do apparently is Lone Star in front out and graham cracker.
They're the only ones that exist.
And then past that, there's just extra movements.
Yeah, okay, so other movements. This is one of my favorite parts, actually. So extra skills, crouch. Use it all the time in my trick combos, actually. I crouch a lot.
Well, if you want to Superman your landing, or if you want... We didn't talk about that in the... If you want to Superman or Spider-Man your landing, this is how you do it. You're going to crouch in your landing stance. We didn't talk about that, Frank. I'm really upset. We didn't
We talked about landings.
Variating your landings. Yeah, if you can't crouch...
Are you even a trigger? Probably not.
No. Gyro and gyro have no distinguishing features between each other. You're just supposed to expect to know what a gyro is. And then, on top of that, what a gyro is.
Just, this whole list is not conducive to new people because, you can't see... at least Club 540 has videos with it. And a little explanatory thing. There's no explanation. They just say words.
Yeah, these are...
These are just words.
These are things you should know, by the way.
Just memorize this list of words. You're a trigger now.
Yeah, good luck figuring out what they actually mean. These are just things.
Okay, my absolute favorite fucking part. Transitions. Now, everyone in Talking Tricks, we all know the transitions, right?
We talk about
We know the sweeps. We know the back sweeps.
Yep.
The front sweeps. All transitions.
But did you know that pocket knife is also a transition? Not at all a variation of front swipe or back swipe.
For the audience that doesn't know, it's like doing a front sweep into a hook.
It's a front sweep hyper hook.
Yeah, basically. So that's a trick on its own. That's not a transition. Same thing with back sweep and front sweep. And then they have Scoot here. They do the sin where they say Scoot is a transition.
Yep. And I like it that Scoot hyper is recognized, or Scoot swipe.
Yeah.
Or Arashi swipe, which is the same thing. I'd stop being stupid.
Yeah.
I like how that's differentiated. And Scoot roll. How do you Scoot roll?
Other transitions.
Carry through is a legitimate transition.
Alright, how many real transitions do we have in transitions? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4.
Check the extra skills. No, those are landing stances.
We have 4 transitions, actual transitions, and they're not even in the main transitions, they're in the other transitions.
This is the secondary category.
Transitions.
These are transitions that barely made it.
I don't even know if you can count these as transitions, really.
Like the other these are borderline tricks.
We got round off as a transition. Slide in, my favorite. Fucking slide in. We're gonna hit that more when we roast Club 540, because to cap off the Trictionary, we got really important prefixes and suffixes. These are
cheat.
Yep.
Cheat is a prefix that can be used before any 180 degree spin into a jump. And
that's a pretty good definition, because I would say most triggers would say that cheat is a 180 degree spin.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
I consider it 180 to 360. Depends on how much leeway you want to give it.
Yeah, if you're over cheating and shit, which I don't really believe in over cheating.
There's no
too
such
much.
thing. Yeah.
This is the only thing I agree with this whole Trictionary is hyper is definitely a prefix.
Yeah. Thank you,
Absolutely,
Trictionary at
thank you.
Wikipedia, for the justification that we needed to cherry pick for our theory.
Yeah, the only thing that I disagree with this is that it says a trick on the opposite designated leg by over-rotation. So
Yeah.
what's the designated leg? It doesn't really specify.
And that's like on a per trick basis.
It's arbitrary, yeah.
Yeah, but as we've described, hyper's probably mega in the context of a left leg kick.
Yeah, of a left leg hyper. So that's not, I don't really agree with the definition, but yes, it is a prefix. Thank you. Switch, gain or switch, yeah, it's a suffix.
Switch I can actually kind of get behind, although typically that is kind of the same thing as hyper, whereas but let's take a trick like 540 switch, for example. So that's like a 540 that actually switches the feet and lands in short complete or a short mega intentionally.
Right.
So that you can backswing.
I feel like it's more descriptive if you just say lane.
No, for sure.
Mega 540. Like complete 540. You know what I mean? Swipe is a suffix, yeah, A to a swipe, for sure. I agree with that. Knife, suffix. Place kick here, suffix. So I think what he means there is round and hook.
Yeah,
so
or
like
9 and 10 or X or Y or
cork
Z.
round. Now, who could forget the really important prefix of Jesus?
Jesus comes first.
Yes.
And that's why it's a prefix.
And this is any flip that is executed by raising straight up and reducing the amount of rotational momentum. It's notable for its extremely high set into the flip and the crucifix position resembling Christ the Redeemer. Which, if you don't know who Christ the Redeemer is, it's...
If you've never been to Brazil.
Yeah, it's this. You should go to Brazil. You're not a true Jesus flipper if you've never gone to Brazil and seen Jesus Christ the Redeemer.
Yeah.
So
Jesus Christ the Redeemer.
this is the position you're assuming with the Jesus flip.
Yeah. Robes and all.
Reverse.
Walked backwards. And now,
Disagree.
I disagree too. I think that's kind of like... Although, I think in terms of like terminology, this is probably accurate. Like, a lot of people say, like, oh, reverse rise is when you step backward into your rise, when you loser into your rise, or when you loser into your A-twist, or whatever.
Okay, I can see that.
But most people don't, and at the same time, I think that that's not an accurate description of what's happening. I mean, like, just because you, like, let's look at, like, what actually happens in a loser. It's like a vanish instead of, like, a swing or whatever.
Right.
It's like, it's less of...
You can describe it using different words rather than reverse, especially because reverse is definitely a loaded term in tricking. There's a lot of different
reverse can mean anything. Like reverse in terms of like
the transition or reversal. Like, you know what I mean? It's like there's I feel like people would get confused if you use reverse. It's definitely a relic of old head.
The Tricking Wikipedia page has got some other treats for us. Stuff on gatherings and what team trick is.
Let's see what it says. Notable here is these are the only prefixes and suffixes that exist in tricking. There's no
According
other
to the Wikipedia page.
no other prefixes and suffixes. And notably, they never hit on semi this whole time.
Yeah, actually, they never talk about semi landings.
They talk about mega.
Yeah, no semi landings,
but not semi, and not complete either. Actually. Okay, so since its inception, gatherings have been a regular part of the tricking community, organized by trickers, usually with the assistance of online forums. Gatherings are an opportunity for individual trickers to showcase their style and seek advice from other trickers. Gatherings usually have one or more gym sessions where a gymnastics studio is rented out specifically for the gathering.
That's pretty true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's accurate.
Accurate so far. In addition, there are also mini gatherings known as seminars sessions that usually take place in grassy fields compared to regular gatherings where trickers from all over the world attend. Mini gatherings generally attract local trickers for a one-day session. I mean, I guess it's true to an extent.
Kind of.
But
that's weird.
I don't know if it's like a global phenomenon that like mini gatherings are a thing.
And that they have to take place in grassy fields.
This in turn allows trickers to meet, trick together, strengthen, whatever.
I like this last place. There are many places where trickers gather, one of them being hooked. The physical location hooked. Like, not the event.
Notably, they say tricksters once again. So,
Yeah.
at the beginning of this Wikipedia page, they're saying trickers, now they're saying tricksters.
Good catch. Good catch.
Yeah.
Consistency on behalf of the Wikipedia page.
Yeah, I mean, I assume this is edited by a few different people.
Yeah.
But regardless, just try to keep consistency, you know? Yeah, I mean, we could really do it ourselves if we really wanted to, but I don't know. So trickers sometimes make teams and practice together, but often perform together as well. Do we perform together? Many teams choreograph demos.
Define perform.
Choreographed demos which they perform at events. Not only to do demos promote their teams, they also bring out tricking into the light for the rest of the world. Some trickers choose to pair up with other trickers at competitions and perform. Teams often organize open tricking sessions and gatherings. Some examples are loop kicks, Club 540 online community,
That's it.
No way. Let's see what the source is. Oh, we'll look at the sources afterwards, actually. You know, and we'll do that.
Media exposure. So since its rise in popularity, tricking has been featured in various
actually,
media.
before you do that, just notably, have you ever performed? Have you ever choreographed with your team?
Okay, so one time.
Yeah, I think we did it
This was
once.
back in 2013 at the Coconut Festival in Cape Coral.
Oh, I wasn't talking about that. I was thinking of Extreme Air.
And, oh yeah, that too.
Yeah.
No, and as much as that fell through, so did the Coconut Festival. Like, it was about as the same level of shit show as that. Like, it was just us to trick. It was just an opportunity for us to trick again.
That's really funny. Yeah, but it's just a session. That's what it was.
It was just a session.
Yeah, I don't know how accurate this is. I don't know a lot of tricking teams that do this.
Yeah.
But media exposure.
Since its rise in popularity, tricking has been featured in various media. Anish Shuerfa,
I don't know. I said that right. I'm just kidding.
a French professional trigger, portrayed the masked antagonist Rinsler in the 2010 film Tron Legacy. I thought Rinsler was a good guy.
Yeah, so Tron, like,
Utilizing tricking.
I don't know why, but Tron everyone dick rides Tron because he did the biggest fucking shirk in Korkine, which was really good, but like that was the most notable trick he did.
Yeah. I was
Like I mean, it was cool. Don't get me wrong, but like, I feel like Tron's mentioned everywhere where Tricking's mentioned, and I'm like, there's so many more examples. Like I see, literally Scooby-Doo movie. Have you guys ever seen live action Scooby-Doo movie?
Talking tricks dissects Scooby-Doo.
Scooby. Like, look at this shit. Hang on, let me see. Oh, it's this one. It's this
Dude,
one.
Daphne was a babe.
Oh look, okay.
Oh my god.
All right. So let me put this.
Oh, dude, that like triple A twist to...
Why won't this go for screen? Okay. So wait, she does something else. Yeah, this is exactly where it happens. So, okay. I think I missed something. This is perfect. Oh, she did a B kick? Okay.
Oh, scorpion kick?
Yeah. Oh god. This movie's unironically good though.
I'm actually just watching it and realizing like how cheesy all my childhood movies were.
Of course they were. Oh, this bitch was evil.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, but her name was Mary Jane, named after marijuana
Yep.
for weed smokers.
Exactly. I
It
love
was
this.
a parental weed joke.
You know, there are so many like. Do you remember at the beginning of this movie when Scooby-Doo and Shaggy are in the truck?
Yeah.
And they're like getting toasted, and
Yeah.
and then it zooms
And smoke's popping out of the mystery machine and shit.
But they're actually just like making hot dogs
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Here it is. Here it is.
Oh, dude. That is literally the best double pizza
I
ever.
feel like it was triple pizzas. Okay. Let's dissect.
Well,
this.
it's because they freeze frame it. That's
Yeah, you're not wrong. Playback speed. All right, 0.25. This
Fucking
is
tricks dissect. Dude, this is straight out of the Wushu handbook.
look. That looks like her too. How did they get
That
a
is
stunt
literally
double?
That is literally a. I know this is
Okay,
all, like strings.
1, 2. Yeah,
Dude,
you
that's
might.
almost shirk and twist. Hyper hook. That is almost shirk and twist hyper hook.
Yo, she almost shurikens the hook too.
And then lands in absolute mega.
Yeah. So, alright, Wikipedia, fix your shit. Update this. Get rid of Tron. Put in
Scooby-Doo.
movie. Okay, because that was a trigger. All right.
So I like this.
All right.
Shosei is included in here for media exposure.
Okay, so this is recent.
As a famous Japanese trickster.
Trickster. Guys, Shosei didn't start tricking until like 2016, 2017. How are you still fucking this up?
Who
How?
had the ability to do quad corks when he was 13.
Media exposure. That's the main part. Is like, he's not even media exposure. Like, I don't even know. Andy Lee, okay, his YouTube channel.
Look at that. Oh, hold on. There's an actual book, ISBN, like like a literal book.
Martial Arts of the World. Oh, it's in that?
Wow.
What
That
year?
seems pretty-
In 2010?
I mean,
It was probably very primitive.
Yeah, it feels very primitive.
Yeah, like, I doubt. Oh, wait, what? Okay, I thought I was gonna pull up.
Right.
Well, I guess there's a book about tricking. Well, let me see what the reference was. Like, I want to see.
Oh no, there's a tricking Bible, Frank.
Yeah, it's by Sesshomaru.
Yeah, we're gonna have to roast.
We're gonna roast this for
Yeah,
sure.
we have to roast it.
Like-
I love Sesh, but we gotta roast it.
Yeah, no, this is literally.
Kip Up is literally is one of a.
Yeah. 29 pages. Aggressive, out of control, methodical. This is a different tricky type. Alright, I'm getting way out of hand. But
we're getting way ahead of ourselves.
yeah, Tricking Bible, Club 540, Trictionary. Okay, sure.
Bay Area.
Yeah.
So Bat stuff. Bat's website, Club 540 again.
Yeah. Okay, so whatever. But honestly, that was the Wikipedia tricking page. So I didn't know existed.
Yeah, some
It was
good, some
cool.
bad, some definitely ugly.
There's the good, the bad, and the ugly. There's a little bit of good. Hyper prefixes.
A little bit of bad. A lot of bad.
There's a lot of bad.
A lot of ugly.
Someone needs to revise this.
Someone needs to come in and
Yeah.
fix the Trictionary.
I'm not doing it.
It's not me.
I'm gonna be.
That's one of our Target Tricks viewers.
Yeah, go ahead, Judd. But honestly, this is funny. This was fun as fuck. So I'm glad we rewatched Scooby Doo. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this.
This
So-
has been Talking Tricks roast. We're gonna be roasting other popular trick content in the media, especially. Any kind of popular exposure that we can, just dissect it,
Yeah, exactly.
tear it apart,
Just milk
make it feel bad for not being accurate to the sport.
Exactly. Tricking Bible, we're definitely gonna hit on. And that's no
Club
fault.
540 as well.
Honestly, like, to be fair, a lot of these things are. I mean, this probably is not redeemable. Club 540 and Tricking Bible probably has some redeeming qualities just due to the fact that they were done so long ago. So, like, Tricking Knowledge was just not fleshed out.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Like, I don't really blame Sesh for not knowing the shit that we know now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure he would even agree with me that it's like, I definitely have revised some things since I made the Tricking Bible.
Yeah, no, for
Like,
sure.
100%. But, yeah, I mean, this one, it's hard to, like, excuse this one because
This
of
is
how
a-
recently it's been
And a
modified.
publicly editable.
Yeah, it's been modified recently. It's Shosei's in it. Like, there should be better, I don't know. Well, see you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. So...